I got another video for all this Love Island USA season 7 episode 21. Let's get into it. So Taylor is sitting with Ace grieving about Nick leaving, and he gonna say this nigga was like Superman. Now what did Nick do to warrant all this glaze? Superman, nigga? Like, it's one thing if he little broed himself, just like, man, he was like my older brother who gave me advice. Like, it's still like, but it's like, okay. But Superman, nigga, like, Superman not even little broing niggas. He's just better than niggas. Like, he's just Superman, nigga. Like, I don't know. And maybe we not seeing it all, because it just don't seem like nobody on this show is duper close. Like, whether it's guys with guys, guys with girls, girls with girls, girls with guys, like, nobody here is just really that close to be like when Alandria left, like Huda was boo-hoo crying. I'm like, y'all was like that close. Like, I mean, Shelly let out a cry. They was close. I mean, I even think like Huda and Alandria was close, but like boo-hoo cry, like even a couple sniffles, maybe a couple tears, but like boo-hoo cry. Like, I didn't think that they were duper close like that. Love Island has Alandria and Nick go on a date. Nick lets her know about Taylor's connection with Clark, and Alandria says if the physical is going to make him throw it all away, then he was never hers and it was never meant to be. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, it was always going to be the case. That's why when he said he wasn't attracted, it made sense why he wasn't like a little physical in the least bit. And they get a text saying that they can either be single and get their boarding pass, or couple up together and go back. And I fucking hate this show. Of course, why would they say go home? Why would Nick and Alandria say, hey, we can couple up and go back, or we could just take our asses home? Even though, we're 20 episodes deep and we're OGs, yeah, let's go home. Come on now. And now all of a sudden Nick has always been interested in her. Yeah, it's going to be a struggle watching this shit going forward. And to those that say, oh yeah, like he was interested in her, like he made out with her. How about choosing? How about actual conversations? Of course, anybody walking down the street would see Alandria and would be interested in kissing that woman. Anybody would be interested in making out with her, but to actually take that woman serious, get to know her like the back of your hand, get to know her pet peeves, get to know her interests and hobbies and things that she likes, get to know about her family dynamic, get to know about her career, her goals, her dreams, that's different. Everybody, of course, nigga, does that really mean you're showing interest if you want to make out with a undeniably conventionally attractive person? Or is that person just attractive and it's just common, and anybody walking down the street would say, whoa, look at that woman? Yeah, I want her. We like her. Alandria and Nick sneak into the villa at night. When they wake up, this nigga Taylor gonna run past Alandria to jump on his hero. Then it ain't even a one-on-one. Like, it's one thing if he ran past her then hugged him, which once again, this would still be gross, but at least it's on some one-on-one, like, oh, it's reciprocated. Like, 5 niggas jumped on, like, everybody who was in the villa jumped on Nick. This nigga Taylor's like the 3rd nigga to jump on. It wasn't even a one-on-one. This nigga's the 3rd nigga to jump on a pile. Then afterward, he gonna go side hug Alandria. Then it's bruh. Then he boo-hoo hugging this nigga Nick again. Like, y'all is not that close. I'm sorry, bro. Y'all not gonna convince me otherwise. Taylor's verbiage is making it seem like he done. He talking about, oh, me and Clark's connection can be just as strong as me and Alandria's with more time. How you know that? Then it's like, oh, y'all connection not even that strong for her in my eyes. But when you say shit like that, it sounds like your decision already made, because it's like all it take to get more time in here is for you just to choose her. So that's not really a roadblock for her. It really ain't no speed bump. Then it's like he later on confirms it when he's talking to Nick, talking about, I got a stronger connection with Clark in 24 hours than I had with Alandria in the first 24, which is kind of weird thing to kind of factor in when you add on the first 24, quote unquote, only because it's like, that's just based off initial attraction. If you want me to be honest, because that little small talk first date ain't enough time to really build a solid connection for real. You just hearing about little small talk shit that's just like, oh, you could walk down the street and have a 5-minute conversation with somebody like that. Y'all not really getting deep. Y'all just having small talk conversation. That little small talk first day ain't enough time for you to build a connection. And we remember you saying you wasn't attracted to Alandria. So what you saying is you actually with somebody that you're attracted to, and you're attracted to Clark. for the connection just to be miles ahead in the first 24 hours, which is the first 24 hours. So, I mean, what does that really mean? Technically, we really didn't even have, that's not saying much because they wasn't physical at all. They was just really friends. They just got physical like a couple episodes ago. So y'all was basically friends. So if you and Clark's connection is stronger, that's really not saying that much, but cool, whatever. Then after saying all this, he gonna go to the boys and get PR talking about, oh, with O being back in here, I ain't finna just be Team Clark and forget about Alandria. I mean, duh, but nigga, you was low-key making it seem like that earlier. So they do the Villa versus the Casa games. I was elated to find out once I was watching it that they didn't do that gross ass shit where they transfer the fucking food into each other's mouth. Like these Casa games was just like, hey, like let's just all just keep on choosing people to make out. It's not transfer chewed up food and beverages amongst each other's pie holes. This shit is weird. But cool, yeah. Villa versus Casa games. Casa won. But the Villa really wasn't even doing shit. And they was going light. And then they was surprised when they was losing. Like all they would do is like pick each other. Like the Villa, they'd be like, okay, like let's go all out. And then the guy would just pick the girl up. It's like, that's not going all out. And then like Huda did her classic move where she licks a nigga from his where she licks a nigga from his extremities all the way up to his chest and then gives him a kiss. Then she lost her own. She was like, why didn't we win? It's like, girl, do more than lick dick. Like we gotta pull out all the stops here. You sitting over here doing the same, like fuck all that. You gotta do some more than just lick dick. Like, come on, like we gotta really pull out all the stops. They doing some other shit. And then Austin, bruh, this nigga, I don't know. Each and every time this nigga's on my screen, I'd be like, get him off. He gonna lay on the little fire pit seating armrest thing he do, headrest thing he do, and do like a Spider-Man kiss with Jaden. I'm like, nigga, now you knew he wasn't gonna win with that bullshit. He would have pissed me off with that. He was like, yeah, like Spider-Man. Like, go sit your ass down. Side note, it's funny when Nick told Ace about Chris earlier, that nigga acted like he didn't care, but he bring it up again to hype them niggas up in the games. He's like, yeah, and we not losing to no 6'8" ex-pro basketball players. We not losing to no G Leaguers. Niggas hyping us up like that. Like, oh, we're not losing to no overseas guys. None of that. We not using to them ballers life off the dribble TNC niggas. That nigga just was going off. It's like, okay, gang. You said you didn't care. You said you didn't care earlier. Also, Captain Marveling it kind of sounds like this nigga made his decision too. Because why is you over here worried about who over there? Huh, Coco? Or am I just doing too much? Because y'all love to tell me I'm doing too much. So anyway, though. Yeah, that's the end of this one. I would bring up Nick and Alandria's kiss, but that hurt my heart. So I'm not going to bring it up. And I almost threw up. I need to start watching this with a paper bag. Anyway, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, share, catch.